Aloha everyone. So in this video, I'll be going over the main assignments for the course. And this is really important for you to think about moving forward because it'll help you to reduce your workload by sort of combining assignments and building on them. So we can go to the assignment section here. And you can see all your assignments there. These drafts won't show up on your page. But we'll go back to the syllabus because, as I mentioned in my last video, this is where you need to go, the schedule, to find everything you need for the course. Everything is linked to the assignments that are here. So you can go in here and read this. So what you'll be starting next week is creating your own personal web page. So the class is basically designed in 3 parts. For the first month of the semester, you'll be designing your personal web page and a blog or even a vlog. And you're going to do this on WordPress. So don't worry if you don't have any coding skills or any previous web design experience because there's none needed. It's a basic and simple design software, but it'll allow us to think about the way images, fonts, colors, and themes accompany our writing and help us to generate meaning with our written text. So the web design portion of the class is usually a lot of fun for students. And I'm actually giving you 3 weeks to do what we would usually complete in 1 week. So you should have no problem doing this assignment. The second portion of the class will be focused on research and rhetoric. So you can see that starts here. And this is really the guts of our course. So you'll complete a series of assignments that you should be able to edit and revise to form a research paper. Then for the final month of the course, we are going to focus on new and digital media. You can see that here. So you can focus on art and new media as venues to represent your research in a different perspective than what we would get if we were to read your paper. So again, this will be fun and I think sort of an exciting class. It should be an easy A if you simply do your work and follow the guidelines for the papers. I grade more on students completing the assignment, doing the work, and I expect you to take my comments and suggestions as you go along throughout the semester. So we'll go ahead and, we'll go back to the assignments here and I'll go into a little bit more detail. So the personal web page, their first week, you'll sign up for WordPress, you'll choose a name, a theme, and basically that next week, you're going to create a bio page. So you're going to write 350 to 500 word biography for your website, which should show, and then you're going to create later on a blog, or a vlog. So your biography should really emphasize your skills or experience, your education, your major, your personality, or your social influencing skills in a way that accentuates why you're the person to be talking about whatever subject you're talking about for your blog. So think about that when you're writing your bio. And you should have a picture there. So you should have an opening page, and then you can have the bio page be your opening page, or you can have them be separate pages. So that's what you're doing for the first week, is really just getting your site up, creating the page. You'll post your link, and then you'll get, the next week you'll give feedback on 2 other students' blogs, and you'll also create a contact page. The second week you'll be working on your blog. So again, you'll do another 350, 500 words introduction to your blog, which should be centered around a topic that interests you and that you'll enjoy writing about over the course of the semester. So you're gonna create your blog page, and then you're gonna write 3 to 4 blogs up to, which should comprise 1,000 words throughout the semester. So that's the second week. And then you'll get feedback again on, so you'll give 2 students feedback on the blog. Then on the third week, you'll do a video, and you'll link the video to your WordPress page. So you won't be graded on your web design skills or your video creation skills. It's simply to, you know, to do the work and practice using these aesthetic and performative forms of writing, and just to simply play around with it. In this assignment, you won't have to use any academic format. You can write in any tone you want. You don't need standard written English. So it's all up to you. It's up to you and who your audience is and who you're trying to appeal to with your blog. You might think of your web page as a something you'll use to solicit jobs, you know, so it could be that. And, you know, your blog could be something that pertains to your work. So I had, in my last class, I had a lot of nurses, and they did like blogs on health or well-being or, you know, mental illness or whatever their interest was. So whatever you choose for your blog, you can also take into your next project, which will be a research project. So we'll go back to assignments, and we'll look at the first. So you're trying to get to this final paper, and you're gonna do a series of assignments that actually form the paper. So one daily assignment will be sort of your proposal, your topic, what you're gonna write about. Then you'll do an annotated bib. So you'll choose 5 sources for your paper, and you'll write about why you think these are credible sources. You'll summarize them. You don't have to read the whole book. The main thing is you're gonna learn how to use the library resources, and you're gonna pick these 5 sources that you think will be good for your research paper. Then you're gonna take one of those sources and you're gonna do a review of the source, which isn't just like I liked it or I didn't like it. It's analyzing their point of view, why you think they have this view of your topic, how it might differ than other people's view, and why you see this resource as credible. Then you'll take 2 more sources. So this is one source, and then this is 2 more sources. You're gonna write another paper. And what you'll do is one of these sources has to be an opposing argument, meaning they don't agree. So there are 2 sources that talk about a topic or issue, but they have different opinions about that issue. You know, if they're a scientist, they say different things about the issue. They don't agree. So that's what you're looking at for that. So once you have these things, you basically have your paper. So you're gonna have the daily assignment, which is called identifying the problem. That would be your introduction. You'll have this, which you'll take the notes out, and that will become your works cited. And then you'll take these 3 resources, because that's how many resources you need for your paper, at least 3 sources. and you will combine them for the body of your paper. And then all you'll have left to do is write a conclusion. So keep that in mind in this second portion of our class, which will be the hardest part of the class. So just be prepared for that. Because if you're organized up front, if you start now, you pick your topic, you start blogging about the topic, and then you're already in here, it's gonna go really smooth and it's all gonna fall into place. If you can't figure out a topic or you keep changing your topic, it might be a little harder. Now, the final paper is 2,000 words. You can always write more than the word count. There's really no limit. If you want to write, you know, a 5,000 word paper, that's fine with me. But you have to at least meet the minimum word count. And if you do the daily assignments and there's no word count suggested, the idea is just answer the question. So make sure you answer the question thoroughly. So that's that. And then this will be your final aesthetic presentation. So you've written your paper, you've got this research paper, it's going to be written in a standard written English with the academic formatting, and then you're going to do something totally different, which is you're going to try to give a different perspective of your paper that we wouldn't get by reading the written text. And you're going to use some form of art or digital media to form your presentation. So, you know, you could compose a poem about, you know, environmental issues. You could form a rap song. You could dance hula. You could form an animation, or you could just create a video. You know, if you're doing like coral reefs, you could do a montage of photos or video about of the reef and the bleaching or whatever it is you're writing about. And then you'll have to post that in our clog, and then everybody will give feedback on everybody's presentation. So you'll have to have some kind of, you know, presentation, and then you'll have to present it. So up here when we're doing our video and we're attaching it to our website, that's actually preparing us for the aesthetic presentation. You'll need to, you know, have a YouTube platform or an Adobe Spark Video or somewhere where the video is hosted so that you can attach the link and we'll all be able to access it. Again, please don't put your video on Google Docs. It's just simply not a good platform for these types of things. And we have assignments for you to look at the different forms of video platforms. So anyways, that's basically it, you guys. And I will do a little bit next week on the website, go into more detail about it, but you can start as soon as you want. You can, if you spend more than, you know, 20 minutes and you just can't figure out how to do something on WordPress, schedule a meeting with me and we'll do a Zoom and we'll just get it done. You know, please do not like to spend hours doing something like that. But I do have tutorials, so that should help. It's really, you know, step by step. And I'm looking forward to your guys' websites and your bios. So I'll talk to you soon. A hui ho.